I am Jesse from Motion City Soundtrack. I think with the invention of new technology and stuff, we were able to kind of write different parts and send them to the other band members, and then add parts and send those back, or edit this and edit that, and like kind of build. Before we were all in the room together, we were able to kind of build stuff out to where the song was partially written by the time we got together, whereas in the past we did a lot of writing, like just sitting in a room kind of trying parts. So I think that's what was different on this album than previous albums. And we also had a lot of parts to songs when we went into the studio, and then kind of finished them in the studio and finding out where things fit and how to put things together while we were actually recording the album. We parted ways with Columbia Records and found ourselves in a situation where we didn't want to stop what we were doing. We wanted to keep doing what we were doing, and at that point we didn't really care if there was a label involved, so we booked time at the studio with Ed Ackerson at Flower Studio in Minneapolis, and we kind of just funded our record and recording, and basically just pushed ahead with what we wanted to do musically, and worried about labels later. Once we made the record, we sent out some people and different labels, and we had a lot of meetings with a lot of different labels, and we chose Epitaph Records, which was obviously the label we put out our first 3 albums on, and it felt very comfortable. We still have been friends with all those people, and you know, it feels really great going back. So there actually wasn't much of a difference other than just the span of making the album. The music video for True Romance that we just shot with Josh's brother Jesse directed it was all shot in one take with no editing, so what you see is actually done in real time, and the entire video was shot backwards. So everybody that's walking forwards that you see in the video, when we recorded it, we're actually walking backwards, and anything that happens was actually happening backwards, and then we flipped it and then played it backwards, which made everybody look like they were going forward. Right now, you know, we have this great tour that we're on at the moment with the Front Bottoms and Henry Clay People, which are totally awesome, and I highly recommend people coming out early and checking them out. And then we're doing a tour of Southeast Asia. I think we're doing Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea. And then we should be going over to Europe again, and then we're doing a bigger fall tour with Now Now and Jukebox the Ghost. That puts us into December, and then we're booking now for January. So our plan right now is basically tour, and play a bunch of new songs for everybody. This is Jesse from Motion City Soundtrack, and Puff Fresh is fresher than the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. And it rhymes.